Hey, this is Annie Veblen-McCarty, and I'm going to teach you how to be effortlessly productive. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I got sick and tired of experts preaching what business and life should look like and what I should be doing as a leader and to turn a profit, only to find myself wasting time, burned out, feeling inauthentic, and still not making any money. On this show, we are ditching the shoulds. I'm giving you permission to do business differently. As a certified master coach, I believe that everything you need to have success and build the life and business of your dreams is already living on the inside. I'm going to empower you to lean into what you do best, help you see your path forward clearly, and give you the strategy and action steps along the way to become effortlessly productive. Let's dive in.
Hello, welcome to today's episode of Effortlessly Productive. I am super excited to record this for you today because I am going to be sharing some big, exciting news that is happening in my business. So I want to be fully transparent and share my entrepreneurial journey with you because I know for me as an entrepreneur, when I have had mentors or people that I follow or look up to, when they share what's going on the inside of their business, it has helped me so much to just see that process that happens, to see how we transform and grow and learn. And so that is why I wanted to do this episode for you today, because I am in the midst of a pretty significant shift in my business in a very beautiful, amazing way. I know a bunch of episodes ago, I did an episode for you on how to find your niche and the downfalls of that and kind of some different ways and perspectives to think about it. In the past, I have been working with online entrepreneurs, also some brick and mortar entrepreneurs, and I do work with a lot of life coaches because I am a life coach. So people come to me for mentorship in that area. But what I have kind of discovered along this process, gosh, I've been an entrepreneur for 21 years, so it has been a very lengthy lifetime process, but especially this fall, what started coming through to me and what started to become apparent was that who I love working with the most and I get so excited to work with is entrepreneurs who are spiritual and creative entrepreneurs. People who are coaches, people who are healers. And I started to think about why this was, and it really stems back to my childhood. So my mom is an entrepreneur. She is a creative entrepreneur, and she has a very successful business going on almost 40 years now. She is a custom fashion designer, and now she teaches a lot how to sew and fit clothing and make patterns for clothing and things like that, the design process behind it. As I was a child growing up and I watched her take this from more of a hobby that she loved to do. When she first started, she was actually doing the sewing herself and creating things and watching her on this journey. And I saw her transform so much, and I saw her be able to hone in on what it is that she really wanted to do and experiment and play and create. What I also saw was at the beginning, it was really, really challenging in some ways for her to figure out how to earn a really good living on her art. And I see so many other creative entrepreneurs or spiritual entrepreneurs or healers or even coaches. Really, they are so good at what they do, and the world needs you. It needs us, because I would also put myself in that category as well. It needs us so badly, especially right now. People who are there to serve other people and hold space for what people are going through and help them on that healing journey, whether it's healing in your mind or healing in your body or healing in your spirit, creating beautiful artwork that is going to make the world around us even more magical place. All of that is so needed right now in a world that can be heavy and dark at times and just that really heavy energy. Having that light to follow and that bright energy is so important. And I see all of you out there who are doing this amazing work, and that creative flow comes so naturally to you. That is your wheelhouse and that is what you do the best. And I want you to be leaning into that. And where I see more of a challenge, or some people describe it as a struggle, is learning how to, number one, monetize your spiritual and creative and coaching business, learning how to actually earn a really good income that you can support your family on, and then take it to a whole other level where you are thriving, where abundance is all around you, where you are living that beautiful life of luxury, where you literally can have everything and anything that you want. And the reason that is so important is because we tend to give back, right? We take that abundance that we are creating and we gift that to everybody in our life around us and our clients, and more people that we can reach. The more income we have, the more business revenue, the more we can reinvest that, which means the more people and lives and just light that we can shed on the world. And that is a really important thing. So that is part of why I am so passionate about helping entrepreneurs in the spiritual and creative realm become wildly wealthy, because I know that that means that's that many more lives that they are going to touch and that they are going to impact. So that is a reason why I decided to lean in. I also find that people who are more creative and spiritual, which I definitely have heavy aspects, as you can see, if you follow me, if you go to my website, if you follow my social media, I am a very creative person. I'll be honest. So I actually almost majored in fine art. I love drawing and painting and sculpting and crafting and home deck and music. I play multiple instruments and I sing, and I love creating that process that happens. It is such a gift that we get to give ourselves. I know when I am in that place of creation, I feel free. I feel so truly myself. I feel light. I feel like I am gifting. If I am having a heavy day, it helps lift me up. There's just a process that happens within myself. And I see that for so many other creative and spiritual entrepreneurs as well. So I think that creative process is so important. However, what I often see too with this type of entrepreneur, these people who are focusing heavy into their creative and healing and spiritual gifts, that magic within them, is the feminine comes very naturally to them. That feminine creative flow, that is their wheelhouse. That is their natural place that they tend to go to. And often, not always, but often that type of entrepreneur does have a little bit more of a challenge with putting business systems in place, with putting automations in place, with delegating their work, with just kind of organizing everything. So it's not just the figuring out how to monetize, but then it's figuring out how to take that monetization and scale that to that whole next level where you really truly do have the potential of becoming wildly wealthy. So that, as you know, if you listen to Effortlessly Productive podcast for any length of time, you also know that that is my strong suit. I have been an entrepreneur for 21 years. I do the financial side of my husband's multi-million-dollar business. I love the automation side of it. I am super strong on the business systems. I know how to do all of the tech side of things. And I love, love, love more than almost anything in the world. I love teaching people how to do that. And that is why this just kind of all started to come together in this beautiful clarity that I had that, yes, I understand you. I understand the creativity in you. I see that magic in you because it is in me as well. And I also am very strong on the masculine side of business. In fact, I would say that's where I tend to default to. And when I have given myself permission to do the creative aspects, I'm like, oh, now I remember this in me. And I tend to default to that masculine because that's where I've operated from for so long in business. The leading a team, the managing employees and negotiating VAs and all of that, as I've done so many episodes on, that is where I am strong. The automations and the advertising and the business systems, all of that is where I am super strong, and I love teaching it more than anything. So I am going to be focusing on helping creative and spiritual entrepreneurs, coaches, and healers put those business systems and automations and tech side and leadership and that more masculine energy into their business so that they can take their gifts that they are so talented at, the light and the beauty that they are giving to the world, the healing, the energy that they are giving to the world, and spread that to more people. And in the process, they are going to give themselves and their family that legacy that they so dream of. So I wanted to share all of this with you today because I think it's such an important, number one, just step in my business, but this journey that I have been on to really figure out what lights me up. I wanted to share this because it's not like I just woke up one day and was like, I'm going to start my business doing this. I started my business, and through the process that I have been on, the journey that I have been on, I have come to this place. This did not happen automatically. Yes, it's been inside me for a long time, but I haven't had that clarity. And so I wanted to share some of this process. I am also in the process of getting certified as a Kundalini practitioner, along with quite a number of other neurosomatic modalities that I am going to be bringing to you here on the podcast and in all the other work that I do. I think it's so important as entrepreneurs that we know how to regulate our nervous system. I'm going to do an episode for you coming up here very soon on why that is so important as an entrepreneur, to have the tools to be able to regulate our nervous system and what that does for our business. So that is part of why I'm also leaning into that. I am also still learning and growing and learning new skills that I can share with you and bring to you and all of my clients. So I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Before I close out, I just wanted to share with you, with this new chapter in my business, this new clarity, I decided that I wanted to have a safe, sacred space for spiritual and creative entrepreneurs, coaches, and healers. And so I have actually started my own free community. You can join it for free. We will drop the link in the show notes here. So if you are interested and you want to check out what I am sharing in there, I will be teaching a lot of the business systems and automation and tech and how to scale your business, how to take all of that. We will be focusing on the leadership, leading a team, as well as all of the nervous system regulation and Kundalini and all of that as I learn it. Basically, the idea is how to scale your business effortlessly, how to be the most effortlessly productive. I wonder where I came up with that name. So how to do all of that, how to scale your business without sacrifice. That is the focus of my free community. I wanted to include a little personal invite to you at the end of this episode in case you want to jump in there and check out what is going on and just be in this safe, sacred space with other entrepreneurs just like you. So make sure that you go request to join and I will get you approved ASAP. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will catch you on the next episode of Effortlessly Productive.